Hello, YouTubers. I just want to shout it out and say, give a shout out to those who want it or don't. So, without further ado, we'll say this. We're gonna first. You're gonna ask me, "How you doing?" And I said, "I'm all right, hanging in there." If you see me sneezing, coughing, I'm not sounding great right now because I've been sick since yesterday afternoon. When I toss and turn, because I was like starting to get this flu. This is my annual sickness from the whole month of July, and it's finally catching up to me. So, yeah, about that. But furthermore, I want to talk about some things, because there's been a lot of heat and humidity. Been saying a lot, and it has caught to my attention on some things that I want to address, and I'm going to keep addressing until I get heard. And this is like this. Why chase something that doesn't want to be chased? All you're doing is hurting yourself and putting yourself out there. We put ourselves out there daily. Yeah, I get it. We're supposed to come out, do work, and do whatever. But that doesn't mean we don't put ourselves out there. And to tell you the truth, I put myself out there daily, as much as I've already have to. But I'm supposed to suck it up and move on. But unfortunately, I do that all the time. I don't get no feelings or nothing. I want to have the same things everybody else has. All I want to know is when am I allowed to have some things? When am I going to be allowed to do something? When am I going to be allowed to feel something? Like that tingling feeling inside. I just want to be allowed to have those things like everybody else who shouldn't have to go through hard times just to gain something. And it goes back to what I was taught the other day in service. What do I believe? I wonder. And I look at myself, oh, I'm starting to wonder that. And I'm not brushing it out or nothing. I'm just wondering. This is a deep personal self and motivation endowment study. What I believe in. And I wonder and I ask myself then, when am I allowed to have these feelings? When am I going to allow to have these tingly feelings? When am I allowed to give those feelings? If it means someone says, give me space, you're too much all over me, fine, I'll give you what you want, but know this. Once you decide that, I don't want nothing to do with you anymore. I will cut you loose. If that's what you want. Everybody wants to be divided. I hear this all the time. Oh, we all united. We should be united. Oh, this is one of my personal favorites, and it's become laughable. Oh, we're all in this together. Yeah, right. If we are in this together, then why are we so divided? I wonder that. So when you give me that, oh, we're on this together, don't even think, quit saying that, because all you're doing is lying to me. Right from the get-go. You already lied then, and you're going to lie now. You already lied now, even though you already lied then. So if you want me to believe we're all in this together, show me. Because right now I'm just hearing empty words. I just want to know the answer. I want to be to know what I'm allowed to feel. What am I allowed to have? What am I allowed to do? I'll give you an example of this. And this happens to me. That happened to me in 2016. It was like spring or summer. So I told my brother where I was going. We stay in East St. Louis. We were taking care of our mom, like on Wyman. And so I was taking care. So I was just telling him I was gonna go out, take a break for a moment. I was gonna be back in like 11 a.m. 3 hours. But my sister had a problem with it because I didn't bypass. I didn't go through her in order to get what I wanted. and I don't remember us having a conversation about her approval. So instead, guess what? I had to pay $300 for and they said that was for my disobedience. I had to give her $300, $320 for my disobedience. I guess I'm not allowed to have nothing, because everything I had turns to shreds, and it becomes a problem down to attach. Guess I need to learn that lesson, huh? All I wanted was a break for a few hours to wind down. I guess I can't get that, huh? I live in a world nobody gives a shit. But when I approach you, you tell me you need space, you get all over me. But when I ask you for space, you don't give it to me. Why? Are we men supposed to suck it up and move on? I always wonder that. I always wondered that all the time. I've been wondering that question for years. Are we men supposed to suck it up? What if we go through hard times? Are we supposed to deal with it? Are we supposed to suck it up? I'm starting to see why in marriages you won't be able to run away from this. Because you gotta be together. I mean, we gotta like each and learn how to love each other. Yeah, this is starting to sink in real quick. I don't rarely talk about relationships. So I decided to work on my calling because I have a calling to be married someday, and I didn't pick her. It's gonna be in the term conditions when she picks me instead of me going looking. So their way, I don't have to embarrass myself or get hurt by it. So there you go. There's your secret. And that's why I don't hunt women. But it is so funny as hell right now that these culture, these men traditions are coming up with ideas for men to go hunt women, knowing that this will bring doomsday to men who try it. And it's laughable because every day I see this. He raped me. I was literally watching this video about the doctor who raped his patient and ended up had to stand trial before the court and later was found guilty. Well, he was under arrest, had to take a test, rape kids test or thing, and they found him guilty. See, this is why I don't approach women at all. I don't ask them out. I see no reason. I don't need to look for no one. In fact, God told me to specifically not to date, and I'm willing to go through this because I've already seen the embarrassment, and I already have experienced this in the past. See, when you learn it a lot in school, you pick up a lot pretty easy, and you know what not to do. So, in a way, school helped me learn not to approach. If someone is interested in me, they will come to me of their own free will. I don't go and make people like me. If they want to know me, I will share my presence. I will give them a story about me. I will gladly share my energy if they're interested. I'm not here to force your will on me. You don't need you don't need no one. If they're not gonna be there for you, what's the point of dragging this on further than it already has to be? Hmm. All I wanted was to feel something. To be quite honest with you, all I wanted to do really is just to spend time with my new God family. Somebody I care about. Somebody that cares about me. Guess God had other plans. In this case, I don't know what to say or do anymore because I got nothing to add or say. Because I don't know. I'm in the season of the unknown. I'm in the season of I don't know. So if you don't hear from me much, it's I'm in the season of unknown. I don't know what's gonna happen next. get this. You don't want me in those weird places, those places that aren't good for me. But when I try and be in places that are good for me, they become like them. Meaning they have an attitude. When I try to be close to me, you don't want it. That sounds like to me I need to start setting boundaries. Like Eddie in the Spider-Man fix his suit when things don't go the way he wanted. Yeah, I need to set some boundaries. I need to shut some things down. If it means being divided, so be it. I'd rather be divided than put myself out there that's gonna get me hurt. I get it. I gotta learn how to forgive and forget. I gotta suck it up and move on. And nobody wants to live in my world. I get it. I guess I have no right to have nothing anymore. Maybe you don't need anything. Maybe you already got what you need and I need to start digging it out to start reading it. Know this, I'm not talking to I'm not just talking about anyone. This includes me too. I'm not exempt from this talk either. All I wanted was to feel something. I don't know. I'm supposed to do what God wants. I'm yet stubborn. And God told me to read, fast, and pray. I guess I need to start doing more for the church in order to get some things. I don't know what I want anymore because I know that leads to destruction. I'll give you an example of this, and this almost happened like 10 years ago, 2008 or 9. It was a Wednesday night at church, and my auntie was teaching us something, a lesson. It was like this. It was like watching Transformers, and she gave us a lesson. It's a diagram lesson. And here's the example. Imagine you're falling off the cliff, and this is our pictures of myself. I imagine myself falling off the cliff, and falling off the cliff. Somebody sees me fall off the cliff. They run to hold my hand. They got one of my hands, and my other hand had a bag of money. So I have to make a quick decision. Decide what do I want? Do I want to live or die with the bag of money? So it's like, what do I do in that situation? So it's like I was caught between that. In fact, I'm going through the same thing that I'm going through now, but it's totally different. But I really don't like the bag of money. I don't even talk about money half of the time. But talking about money to God means something. It sounds like you're being blessed when you talk about it. Because the more you give, hey, being a giver is so much fun and you don't get nothing. It's anything happens for our good for the way it seems. So I guess I need to start being a giver. I didn't know this either, that marriage, you gotta give. You're all about giving, you don't get nothing. Not relaxation or nothing, you don't get nothing. You don't see nothing, you don't get nothing. When you don't get what you put out, you don't get nothing. But know this, even though you put out something, put something out there, you don't get it. Because I never gave. You never gave, or you gave and don't get nothing. Or maybe you gave to the wrong place and the wrong people. That could be that too. I wonder that. So when you're saying, Anthony, do I have to be selfish? I don't know. Probably so. But there's a fine line. You have to start drawing the line here. There is a difference between taking advantage of and being kind. It's too big difference. Two big different things. How do I get connected? Easily. You don't. Read your Bible and read to God. And everything will fall into place when it's the right time and season. I kind of learned that. Everything happens in seasons, and that's good. Everything good will happen to me. Anything bad depends what you put out. You'll get a blessing or a curse. And that's the truth of it. So it goes back to this. What do I believe? What am I allowed to do? What am I allowed to have? How do you say it's a bad question? What are you allowed to have? Because every time I have something, it ends up being a problem, and it's a complete spit in my face. You say, I don't know what I'm allowed to have. What am I allowed to go through? What am I allowed to feel? Isn't it fun when we don't get what we want for our good? It's so much fun when we don't get what we want. All I want is just something that's small and harmless. I'll give you another example. And this happened over a month ago. My siblings went out of town. They went to Mexico to attend a wedding. And no one did tell me anything about it. But it was fine. I wasn't thinking about it. How come they get to go do something big, but when I try to go do something, everybody throws a hissy fit? I wonder that. All I really wanted to go is just a rock. All I really wanted to go, really, is to go to the St. Charles County Fair. Or I just want to ride a Metrolink locally. I'm not going anywhere big. I just want to take a break from everything and enjoy myself. Isn't that wrong to do that? But now I gotta get permission to enjoy myself. Heard a story about the pastor and his wife was in downtown St. Louis. It was almost about to be a killing spree, but it didn't. Why? Because they were there saving them from destruction. And if they weren't there, things would not end up great. I am grateful for having a leader, even though he's a potluck belly. And his wife is so high up sometimes. Respect him. It's just like, I try to be respectful, but what do you do when they talk down on you? Guess we gotta suck it up and move on, huh? And do what we're told. Just like, what? What is there to do what we're told? It isn't fair that we have to suck it up for our good. Guess I need to start I need to get back into reading my Bible and praying. Because it's like I've lost all what was inside of me, what I learned. So with the Spirit of the Lord, there is liberty. It's a song I learned the other day. Yeah. So I'm not finna sell out or nothing. But this is besides my point. I just want to feel something too. Guess I can't have those things, huh? I guess when I read the Bible, it'll be like everything makes sense. And when I told fast, everything will make sense and things will look beautiful. All we gotta do is do what we're told and everybody's happy. Well, in this case, God is happy, but mainly everybody's happy. Once I do one, isn't it fun when we don't get what we want for our good? It is fun. It's excellent. It's joyful. You don't need. It's just like in the word of the small voice inside your head saying, "You don't need this." It tells you you don't need none of it. You got everything you need right here. I love that small voice in my head. It tells me things what I don't need. It tells me things that I know that are good for me too. I love that small voice in my head, and it tells me what I need to hear, even though when I don't want to hear it. I'm in the day, I'm in the moment, but I really share things I really don't want to hear. But guess what? I need to hear it because sooner or later I'm gonna need this to do my job and start passing my tests and trials. I guess I don't need nothing. And you wonder why I say this, and when everybody asks me, "Do you need anything?" and I say, "No, I'm good." You wonder why I ask when I say that. That's why I don't talk about it. I don't talk to no one. Better start talking to God more often. Telling myself that all the time. Better get back in that heaven and reading that Bible and talking to God more. Because at the end of the day, He's going to be the only person that's going to be there for me while the rest of the world goes swimming with the herd to their own destruction. I hate this whole, but why are you sounding this harsh? Telling the truth, aren't I? You don't want me to be around you, but you don't want me. I try to be there for you, but you all wanted this and you created this being, so. And you get mad at me because I'm telling you things what you don't want to hear? Guess what? There were things I didn't want to hear, but I had to hear it anyway, and look what happened now. The transformation complete. Wasn't fair, but I didn't want to hear it, but too late. So let's go back to this. What are we allowed to have? Are we too prideful? Are we too comfortable? Are we too stubborn to listen and do not do what we're told? I try to be, but Anthony, well, why you not being what you used to be? I don't know, because you got a problem with it and it's too much. I don't want it. That's too much. You need to give me space. Okay, fine. How about I never talk to you ever again? How about that? Is that what you want? I will give you what you want. If it means cut you out of my life, so be it. I lost too many good friends. Either way, they all revealed themselves as shark skinned. Guess what? I better start talking to God. Because at the end of the day, God's your only best friend while the losers go find their heart and go to their destruction land. Just saying, I don't want to live in regret anymore. I want to move on. But this experiment's about to be closed. So it goes back to this. What am I allowed to have? What am I allowed to do? Is, does it have to go to this point that all this nonsense what I'm saying is gonna end up in court? If I end up sitting in front of the judge sitting in jail, you know why? The herd got a problem with it, me speaking, so they decided to throw me in jail to make them happy while I'm locked away in the cell facing criminal charges. So Archer's facing some excuse because the herd don't like to hear what he said. Isn't it great when you don't get what you want? It's relief. You're like, whoa! I'm excited. I don't get what I want. I don't tell how I feel. Yeah! The best feeling in the world. It's the best thing I can feel. Best energy ever. You want to give? How about start being a service? I guess I'll be a service until I get hurt again. Maybe God wants me to learn the lesson. Woo! Painful experiences? Awesome! Isn't it great going through wonderful experiences to learn the lesson? Whoa! I get to go through more experiences. This is why you don't hang out with opposite sex, period. Starting to see that. I've been seeing that for a long time. I didn't know about this. Well, when I was in school, had to be reminded. I want to give this student, my classmate, a hug, but we weren't allowed to hug in school. It was, they'll call it sexual harassment. It'll make them feel uncomfortable. I know a guy who was kissed by my classmate in the hallway. Heard about it. Coming back from work, two students I heard they were kissing. Suddenly, they were caught doing it, and my classmate got in trouble. Her mom had found out about it. She didn't go to that parade she always wanted to go. Her mom found out about it because the client family client fam, student client family support called her parent, called her mom, called parents, and found out what happened. Anyway, so the client and family support called her parents, start making calls to the parents about their child engaging in kissing and sexual harassment in schools, in the school building. That was wild. But the mom didn't say nothing to her son, but the daughter got the, but the my classmate got in trouble and didn't even go to her parade the way she wanted it. Just her mom punishing her because she had found out that she got in trouble in school. Kissing. When am I allowed to feel something? It was like wild. No wonder they invented the word "keep your hands to yourself." And then get told hugs are for home. Okay, when I'm at home, I want to hug my mom. My mom did. I want to hug my family, but my family wanted nothing to do with it. So what are you supposed to do? Why us? Why hate? Why hate me for it? When am I allowed to feel something? Yeah, that was wild. Guess I can't get what I want, can I? Nope. Unless you do what you're told, and things will work out the way they are. I just gotta do what I'm told, and everything will be rainbows and fuzzies. All we gotta do is just do what we're told, and why the hell is it taking so long? I guess I gotta get. Well, it sounds like to me, I gotta get rid of what I don't like. What I like. Yay! Growing up is so. Growing up is so much fun, isn't it? Yes, it is. I love growing up. I love to suck it up when you can't tell nobody how you feel. But actually, you can tell somebody how you feel. You can tell God how you feel. Woohoo! It's exciting. You should be telling God about your concerns and feelings. You got concerns and problems? Talk to God, read His Word, and it's the end. This Bible, the King James Version, is an antidote. Answers all your questions and solves all problems. But we don't want it. Well, since I come to the knowledge of truth, everything was everything started to be stable. Everything was stable. Time has stopped. Enemies stop attacking my life. Hmm. It gives you something to wonder about, huh? Everything was paused. Now everything is rainbows. It's just like I can't get what I want as a Christian. But I'm supposed. Oh wait, I can. I just have to start changing some things. Here's an example: getting a new phone. I promised myself I was never gonna get a new phone, but at some point I'm gonna have to get a new phone. It's not fair, but I really don't want it. But it may be, I don't know when, but I'm taking every precaution I can get out of this because I don't want this to return void or anything. Well, that's all the time and stuff I had to say. I hope you like this video. Like it if you subscribe if you like it or whatever your choice. But right now, I ain't here to please you. I'm here to make you hate me so I can grow up and move on. So I can have awesome experiences. So I can testify later. Don't forget to keep it frigid. Good night. Greetings. Good morning. I'm just here on this last day of August before September because Labor Day is around the corner. And without further ado, we're going to get started. God, I come to you today as repentance for my disobedience. Forgive me for my sins. Show me mercy so I can show mercy to us. I just got some things on my mind that I need to say and ask questions because I still have questions about pretty much everything what's going on through this change. I'm still figuring out who I am today. So, in your name I pray. Amen. So I'm good. So today I'm talking about what do I believe? And it goes down to what am I allowed to have? What am I allowed to keep? It's just like, what did I do to you? Did I do something wrong to make you uncomfortable? Yeah, these are types of questions I have, and I pray that they will be answered if possible, and I will keep bringing them. So here we go. So I started just a normal day, like usual. Nothing has changed, no problems, no nothing. We're just having a normal day. If you're wondering what's going on in front, school has started back as of 2 weeks ago. So this is must be it. So, so I'm here today to identify who I am and what did I want here. Why am I called on this journey? Why am I called to be here? And it gets deeper than where I'm at today. So I ask these questions that I said a while ago, asking about the situation and the issue, so I can have a straightforward answer without being around the bush. So this is me getting right to the point because I'm a straightforward guy and I need to get to the point and the bottom of this because I'm running out of time and I do not want to be stuck like this when I'm 40 years old now. So I'm about to say this. So and then those who want to chime in, feel free to do so, but your comments will be monitored. Because I might turn on the comment switch at the end of the day to see how I feel. Without further ado, let the questions come forward. Lord, anoint me with these powerful questions so the answers could come forward. Amen. So my question that I have is, why am I here? What do I believe? And it turns into this. What am I allowed to have? Of course, if you say that what I believe, you say you don't believe in God. Yes, I believe in God and I believe in Jesus, but I know they're not two. They're not one. They're two separate people. They're two separate individuals. Because the Bible said they're separate. But that's not the point. I'm talking about why I believe. And it turns to the question: what am I allowed to have? Why am I different than the rest of everybody else? Is it because of my skin? Because I'm black? It's deeper than that. Does I have a disability? I have autism? Way deeper and trying to overcome it. Get rid of it. What did I do? So I'll ask this. What did I do to you? And I'm going to ask the women this question. Because mostly this is going to talk about women, so don't get offended and take it personally because I'm talking about you. So here we go. I'm about to have these questions. So the question I'm about to ask is, what did I do to you? Did I make you feel uncomfortable? Did I make you feel uncomfortable? Am I inconveniencing you? All I just want to do is love you and respect you. I'm not coming to you and asking you for sex. And just for the record, I don't talk about sex at all. Never did. It's not my jurisdiction. It's not in me. I don't talk about it. I just come, show up, respect you. I might be the guy who you need to blend down. For example, I will write you a card. If you're having a rough day and you need some uplifting encouragement, I will write you a card. That's it. That's a show of respect. I'm not here for this. I do this because I care. Or is it maybe I'm caring too much? Is there a problem me caring too much? I don't know. I just want to get to the bottom of this. Why? Why am I the one getting hurt from it? I come and tell you hi and you want nothing to do with me. Yes, I know cities in the world, but that's beyond that. What did I do to you? If you worry about me coming over and laying on your bed, let's make babies, don't. I don't think about it. I don't see it. I don't know you. I just want us to be friends. You're not here. I, I want to know. Because I'm going to tell you this with a message, with this stern warning. If my wife gets here, don't any of you dare stop it and tell us that we're not meant to be. Because I try being around your inner circle, but you want nothing to do with me. You wanted nothing to do with me, period. You'd be like, and you like, when I try to hold you, like, the bird of your hand over mine, meaning you fought me. You continue to disrespect me. You wanted nothing to do with me. And if any of you try to break us up, I will personally, you will have your day. I promise you, I will personally stop you. If I'm not able, she will. I know what my wife's gonna be capable of. I know that face up. No one's to buy us, and I'm not gonna do it either. I work too long and hard, and I'm tired of working hard and gaining nothing. Or maybe this is God telling me you don't need these things. No wonder He tells me to tithe all the time, because I don't need it. I don't get what I want here. Never did anyway. Why am I different than the rest of you? What did I do to you that's bad? Here's why. A few months ago, I'm not finished this conversation though. A few months, not too long ago, it was like a month ago, two of my siblings went out of town. They went to Mexico. They didn't bother to tell me about it. I knew my brother told me about it. I found out my sister went with him. And my aunt told me about it, like, why they didn't tell me about it? But that's not the point I'm making. I'm not saying it out of jealousy. If they can, I was just saying this. If they can go do whatever they want, why can't I? Am I that much of a difference? When am I going to be allowed to experience the things? Why do I have to experience what you tell me to experience? Am I that much of your thing? If I'm in your clay, if you're in mine, I want to know, what did I do to you? When am I going to have some things? When am I going to be allowed to feel? I want some things that, like everybody else, without have to work it hard and not gain nothing. That's all I want. I'm not asking you for much. I'm not asking for big things. If you're wondering why I don't talk about houses and stuff or things or big, because it never crossed me. When I do get those things, it will naturally come up and I'll be ready for it. Hands down.
Hey Anthony.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you, bud?
Doing all right. Sorry, that was an individual I knew who ride past by me and wanted to say hi. So back to this conversation. Why am I different than the rest of you? I might want to go out, maybe go clear the air. I might want to ride a Metrolink from a long hour Metrolink ride. Maybe I need to clear the air. Maybe I need to clear my mind. Am I not allowed to do that? Every time I go do that, you have a problem with it. You tell me to stop. You tell me, leave me alone. What am I allowed to have? What did I do to you that bad? That's what I want to know. And how much for you? You don't want my love? Fine. I'll give it to someone who deserves it more. My wife deserves more love than most people. Most are disrespectful. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. And there's an and yeah, I will get to that in a minute about this. To the ladies out there, what did I do to you that bad? Why am I getting blamed because of all the men? What did I do to you? I'm just an individual male trying to get through life like everybody else. You say all the men did you wrong. Okay, tell me, what did I do to you? I work hard like everybody else and I still get nothing from it. I may give me something to take home from all my hard work, but that's it. It's better than nothing at this point. So that's where I'm at a standstill, and a stalemate. Asking this question, why am I different? When am I going to be allowed to have something? When am I going to be allowed to feel? There are days I had to shut down and close my heart because things got too much. I know a guy who keep wanting a girlfriend and don't get it. Maybe God's dealing with him too. Playing the game of shepherding the cause who decide who comes, who stays, which is not fair for me. Guess something triggered God. Something wacky would be kicking my ass this good. Doesn't appear to be much happiness out of this conversation in there. Exactly. So why am I different? What did I do to you that bad? All I'm just trying to do is be nice to you, give you respect. I'm not asking you for much. Suddenly you have an attitude with me. I just want to know. Why am I different? I just want to be allowed to have some things like everybody else. I'm 34 years old and I shouldn't be come down to go do something what I want. I went to Lincoln Park in East St. Louis last week for a family reunion, which had never happened. And I looked for my dad and he was supposed to meet me there, but we never saw each other. Sounds like I was played, set up. So it's like I do the thing they want and suddenly they don't show up for it. It's just like I got played. And the funny thing is I allowed it. No wonder why there's so much division in this world. Because I keep dividing. People keep setting me up for failure and disappointment. All I want is the fellowship. I never want much. Got caught in the truth. And got caught in a relationship. Why? Because people be talking about it. I was told that I was going to be married one day. It sparked up a lot of conversation, got me questioning things, so I decided what's best for me and mankind is to work on myself. Work on me. Work on how am I going to provide for this person, because at this point, none of this is never going to matter to me. Because I'm working, because I'm nearly going to turn 40 in 6 years' time, and this is unacceptable, so that's why I need to work on this. It may take longer. I know stories of people who married at 50 and got pregnant at 50 years old. Chasing kids at 50. I heard about that story, so in 2007. Yeah, there was a story about that conversation. So, I want to know. I just want to get to the bottom of this. Why am I different than the rest of them? Why do I have more permission? I get God's trying to look out for me and show me mercy and grace, thank God. But what am I able to have? I don't need a fancy life. If you're worried about me having a house of fancy materials, y'all can have it. I don't want it. because I can't take it with me when I leave. It's all gonna go in the dumpster, and maybe my clothes may be given away to charity or something. It's gonna be gone. I'm gonna be dusted. This body is going in the grave. So why have the material things? All I want is to have some flow, enjoy the nice weather and all that. Without company. It can't be with company or without. I don't know. You decide if you want to be a part of it or don't. But I just want to be a friend. I'm not asking for sex. Just wanting a fellowship. Why am I different than the rest of you? I didn't pick this journey. I didn't pick to get my ass whooped. I guess they come with a price for learning and having these experiences to teach me something, so when I'm ready to go and have it, I will already be ready and experience it. Why go through the hard test to try to straighten me and grow me up to evolve to the next level? So it means getting whipped is so much fun, getting talked on, getting yelled at, getting my life talked about. It is so much fun and appealing. Isn't it great when you don't get what you want? It is fantastic. It is so exciting when you don't get what you want, because he knows what's not good for us. You don't like me in those bad places. You don't like me around those spirits. Okay. Let me ask you this: if you don't want me to be around those spirits, can I be around you? And watch the response I get out of that conversation. Okay, you might say, sure, you can be around me. For how long until you can't tolerate me anymore? I wonder that. Don't you know there are so amazing people, even though they're in bad places and bad spirits, there's amazing people that actually care about me. Pretty nice people that actually care. Very nice people. Yeah, this is nice. Nice people who truly care about me and love me, and all they wanted to do is care for me. And just like I care for them too. Everybody will. I remember one day, the guy that saw my bus here, and he got went to confront me. I don't know. Are you okay? Are you making sure? You better make sure you get on that bus. They were all worried about me. Guess what took place at the bar? They were like wanting me like their blood. It's like awesome. They care about me that much, and they said don't do that again. They were worried they think I was dead. That's wild. That's because I've been around them. I try to be around a Christian. Look at where that got me. Pain and misery. So if you don't want me to be around those people, those spirits, but when I try to be around your spirit, you want nothing to do with me. It's just like you're telling me I gotta grow up. I'm just about to wrap this experiment up. Because I'm nearly turning 40. I don't want to be stuck like this. I don't look for no one, so don't get it twisted. I just go to God about it and ask him, am I worthy to have somebody? Of course I gotta learn to suck it up and forgive. Yeah, that's true. No doubt about it. People been telling me learn how to forget and let go. I just want to know, when am I going to be allowed to have some experiences? When am I going to be allowed to do some things? But before I get married, I want to make sure I have a bachelor's party with my friends for the very last time, because I won't see them after marriage. I didn't know this, but a few years ago I studied this. I was watching this video about this Beninese guy trying to date this Indian girl. This Indian girl was so controlling, I swear to you, it was wild. He wanted space, and it was just like, that's a little bit too much. And he just wanted to spend time with his friends. When you're in a when you learn the real fast, when you're in a relationship, you're not gonna be able to spend time with your friends anymore. 'Cause that's what happens when you're in a relationship. I didn't know that until I had to watch that video and learn that myself. Sometimes videos and stuff help teach me, learn, and shape me up to help educate me. I was just taking out the time. So, yeah, I'm just learning about it. So I don't want to go through this because I don't want to be stuck like this when I'm 40. I just want to evolve. I've seen people already married and had kids. I got told that I would make a fine husband. I've been told that. A faithful husband. But I didn't pick her. All I asked was, did she pick me? You don't know what goes on in anyone's head. In my case, a girl's head. I've been asked out multiple times in 2004. Never didn't know anything about it. And I'll keep preaching that. Because I believe that things are possible. I believe women can go pursue men. They'll face the same rejections as we men go through. We men go through the same thing as women do. Why play the game of something knowing you're going to get hurt from it? There's some games that are not funny. I'm just go straight right to the point. If you don't want me around you, then why am I around you in the first place? I should leave you alone, right? Why am I called to be here? It's not my woman. I don't know you. I'm not looking for an apartment. I'm not looking for nothing. You can't tell me what to do. Why are you born? You're gonna have somebody tell you what to do regardless. I didn't know that until it got brought up again. So I ask, what did I do to you? All I just want to do is love you, respect you, don't worry about the sex without crossing the line about the sex part. I want to be your best friend. I don't know you. There are some nice women, but there's some part where you're gonna have to draw the line. Say some things to cut loose. It wasn't fair. I knew a lady who I care about. Suddenly she gone. Nobody wants to reach out anymore. It's fine with me. Let them come with me of their own free will. Things were better. I learned this, and I learned this the hard way. Things are better when your spouse shows up and be right there in front of you. And that's when things will settle down. And then you'll have the people in your life that, when once there, can come back in because she's right there. Then they feel comfortable. You don't want to. I learned this the hard way. You don't want to be around a man, or in this case, a man don't want to be around a woman by themselves because it leads to problems. If you're not committed to one another, don't and be friend. If you're gonna be friends, don't be with that individual by yourself. I had to come to grips to learn that truth a few years ago. All this experience, all these things I had learned was meant to teach me. When I prayed that I've been forgiven, I learned to let go and let God have His way. And do whatever He can do, whatever He wants with my life. I don't care. I just ask one thing: is the person who I'm talking to is going to be the one there for me? Because I ask God, God, I ask you that every day. I ask that question every single day. Because I don't know at this point. I turn my answers, I go to God on this. I prayed. Notice I haven't been eating much because I'm trying to get my prayers answered. I'm not looking for, I'm trying to do what I'm told to do. But you think, oh, it's easy. It's going to suck. Maybe I need to read more, give more. I'm starting to see why I had to let go of money. Because greedy people want it. I guess it's not okay to have money. Because I'll have to give. I didn't know this, but I learned in marriage, giving is so key. It's so fulfilling. I didn't know back then. I didn't know giving to God was a big deal. Because apparently it's a big deal to God. It satisfies Him. Be a cheerful giver, a happy. How do you be happy about giving? Mail on this. How do you be happy? Because I always gave and never get nothing in return. For instance, this was March 2016. This was 2016. I was just going out for a minute. I need to mellow down. I told my brother where I was going. He and I communicated. but my sister got involved. And where did it say? Why did I have to agree with what she said? So she got mad and pissed off and had to call my boss and told him what I was. And then I was gonna go, and then suddenly she got mad, picked me up, and took me home, and she wanted $300 for that. I got pissed off. $300, $320 for my disobedience. So it goes back to this: what the am I allowed to have? Why I can't have it? I deserve a break too, like everybody else. When I'm overwhelmed, what the hell am I supposed to do? Suck it up? I gotta learn to grow up sooner or later. Because I learned this. Someone was telling me this. You can't leave in marriage. You can't walk away from it. This is it. You gotta deal with it. You gotta show that love. So my point is, if you don't want, just don't be. My point is, don't you dare stop us, because I will embarrass you if you try to stop us. Pray that I don't get crossed that route. Is it fair? Why am I different? Why am I allowed to? I have feelings too. Can I not share them? But in this situation, I have to keep them to myself until she gets here. Then I'll deliver them to her. I'll give her all the love in the world. And all my time and energy is going to be focusing on her well-being. That's being a giver, isn't it? For giving time and energy. But apparently money is involved in this conversation. As long as I have this, the conversation flows. If you don't have it, get out of there. I get it. I need to let go of money. I need to let it go. I don't need money. I don't need this thing. I just want to be able to have something that's going to get me by. But you said you got a phone company, a lane phone company, straight companies. Why should I? I like where I'm at, where it's working. The only downside of it is data issues, which could be resolved. That's all I'm saying. Why I can't have? Why do I have to have what you want? Why do I have to overcome what you want me to have? Here's another example. You want me to go on a cruise. Why should I go on a cruise? Why do I have to be a bald man up and go what you want me to go? Why do I have to suck it up? You already see me enough times out of the year. Why go spend the whole weekend? Why be there at family functions when even though they were never there for me? Why? When I was in need, no one was there for me. When I was scrambling and stumbling, going through hard times, no one was there for me. Here's another testimony. Since coming to Lebanon, hanging out at bars, seeing a lot of people, even though they're drunk, they were there for me. Even though they were rude and stupidity, but they were there. Can any of you top that? I wonder. Even some gave me free food. Even some gave me money. And I didn't even, and get this, I didn't ask them to do that. I didn't go up there and plan it. Wonder where that came from. I didn't plan this. I only went up there because I'm only doing this experiment because I want to see what the Christians are going to do. The so-called Christians. Christians get offended when I do things that I shouldn't. I'll go to places that are uncomfortable for a Christian. You don't want me to be around you, those environments and those spirits and those people. But when I try to be around your presence, you want nothing to do with me. Why? Am I too much loving to you? I need to give you space? Okay, if I give you space, how about this? We cut each other off and we're done. That's what you want to go? You want to go that route? Because I can go too. I will create long divisions. We love to divide because we don't get what we want. I'm hoping I'm not being so loud. If I am, I'm sorry. I forgot there's a school behind me. So my point is, what do you want? What do you want me to have? Why gonna I have to submit to what you want me to have? All I want is the same thing everybody wants. I want to be successful. I want to have the same things and dreams that I hope for the future that I solely worked hard in and not get nothing from it. What am I allowed to have? Why am I different? Why they? Why everybody else gets to go experience some wonderful things and I'm stuck here? All I wanted to do is go to go whatever local. But I don't want everyone to freak out if something happens. Everybody freaks out that much. I just want to know. I need to know. Why? Why am I so much of an inconvenience? Why is everything I do ends up a problem? Like, you're okay to go do the thing you want. Just found out. Why go on a cruise? You can't force your will on me. You're forcing me to do your bidding. I just want to know the answer. Why am I different than the rest of you? I work hard all year long and I'm tired of working hard and not gaining nothing. I guess I don't need nothing. I need to let it go. Gotta learn, gotta take care of me. The more I get, God takes care of me. When am I gonna be allowed to have something? I don't want nothing. I just want something to get me by. Not too long ago, we had a storm. Washington County paid the price for it. And here's my lesson. And I learned this in 2006. Never go unprepared when you're gonna go in the dark. That meant have more data, have more Wi-Fi, emergency system that could help you track the storm. I've seen technology coming in already, and it's nearly 2020. It's 2020. I mean, it's nearly 2024. Technology coming in is doing some amazing things. Even some are doing blood sugar checks. Check your glucose, even health-wise. Found something. I told my doctor, I'm not sticking myself until I find something that's easy. Because I watched my mom go through it because I used to take care of her. Man, it was a length of work. It wasn't the work. Drama got added to it. You weren't there. Don't come when the good times. Don't come in my life when the good things are about to happen. Because I will make sure God's there to block everybody out. Understand that? And I'm letting you know now. Don't come in my life unless you're there to bless it or curse. Because if you curse it, I will tell you off right now because I have no room for fakeness anymore. I'm done. You want to be fake? Get the hell out of my life. I said one thing and push it to extreme, cut them loose and be done. I divided. We want to be divided? I could divide too. I can cut people off. They the ones who cut me off. I don't look for them. They look for me. Everybody thinks a man's supposed to go look for a woman. Okay, show me in the Bible that says, man, go find a woman. Adam, show me in the Bible, and also show me in the Bible that says Adam has a mother. Where is that? Okay, where's Adam's mother in the Bible? Show me. Show me where does it say in there? I don't see it. I'm blind. I'm stubborn. I'm blind. I can't see. Show me right in there that says Adam has a mother. Nowhere to be found. So, don't you think there's a possibility of that can happen? I don't look. Let her come look. I've seen too many testimonies of women looking for their spouse. Even some proposed to them. Felt excited. This is about 2 months ago. I knew there's people in this Walt Disney World in Orlando. They were there. This young lady proposed to her man, asked her to marry him, but he did the same thing. They synchronized it, and it worked. And I was impressed, and I said, "Wow, speechless, pretty cool." Can't wait to meet them because I want to hear their testimony, their story on how they got to it. It felt amazing right there. Where do you see that in Scripture? What do you see Christians can't? Why women had to be still to go find their man? Oh, because it's not the church. And Jesus found his bride. Okay, maybe we all could be like Jesus finding our bride, both male and female. Am I preaching this wrong? But I'm not here to preach. I'm just telling you how this goes. So I could get a fulfilling, so I can get something. I just want to know. Why am I different? When am I allowed to have something? I want to expect a pay raise. I work hard all year and don't get nothing from it. Why am I on the list to get cut? What did I do to you? Why am I different? You don't want me at those places, in those environments, but when I try being around your environment, you get an attitude about it. You be rude. And don't you dare cut corners because I already see Christians. I already see Christians being rude and unruly, and we're supposed to be Bible believers. Right now, I just see false. I'm seeing lies for fake Christians. You're only saying that because you all got caught in the crossfire on my middle of my experiment, crying about it. You don't want me up there? Okay, let me be around you. See how you like to be uncomfortable for a day or a few weeks, and you bet you be uncomfortable then. Woo! Didn't that feel much better when I got it out of my chest? So tell me, why am I different? What do I believe? I just want what works. I believe what's gonna help. Is this gonna help me get farther, or or if I'm gonna walk away and lose my life? And when this gets preached at my funeral, and they'll be like, "Why?" And my family will be like, "Why did he have to die? What did he do that bad?" And my pastor said, "Well, he disobeyed God and wouldn't do what God wanted him to do. Instead, he did what you want. He said he did what you wanted him to do." Wow, it didn't go that well, did it? That conversation went south on the border and went to the southwest corridor of the border. Yeah, so I don't want to end up in that conversation. So it's just like, I gotta suck it up and grow up. I get it. I can't get what I want, even though it's something that's small. I just want to get by like everybody else. I want to be allowed to have something without getting chewed on, publicly humiliated. Used to public humiliation. Humiliate me some more. I don't care. I don't get what I want. I had to learn that. The reality we live in. Isn't it great when the reality strikes? And you gotta be ready to suck it up and handle it. It's so much appealing. It's so much wonderful. It brings me joy. It's so great living through reality. Isn't it fabulous? Aren't you glad you're growing up, coming there, and get told you don't get what you want? Isn't it exciting? It's so appealing. Those rewarded those who are faithful. And those who are faithful will get rewarded. I've been faithful because I kept the promise. I never gave up. I'm still here. Let's see. I gotta get ready to go to work. Wish I could stay here longer. But anyway, I hope this answers my questions. I just want to know the answer to my question. Why am I different? Why am I the loser? The last one before the fall? Just wanted to know the answer. Why? I just want to know why. Am I that much of a convenience? I just want to know. This is the question for the ladies, not for the men. These are questions I have for women. All I just want to do is love you, respect you, hug you if you're down without being investigated. Yes, I say that because there's an investigation going on in Spain. Pretty sure you know about the gymnastics, and they're trying to get that guy, the coach, resigned. All he did was hug her and kiss her on the cheek. Suddenly she feels uncomfortable about it. So I gotta know, what did I do to you that bad? Am I that problem? This is why I don't want to connect. I'll connect whenever I'm told to connect. Meaning, if you want me, then you'll come. If you don't, you leave. I just want us to be friends. You're not my wife. God didn't tell you about me. So just want to be friends. And I get it. I'm not supposed to be hanging out with women, no way. I need to be around guys, which is so hard because a bunch of Christian men I knew are pretty much busy with their lives. And we have to meet on church regular dates. I get it. I need to start doing my study. Alright, I better get out of here. It's been a while, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to, or don't. But again, have a nice day, and